Today I'm going to be playing Europa Universalis 4, a game where you can take control of any country in the world in the year 1444, and up until 1821 you can expand your country by going to war, you can explore, colonize, engage in trade, work on the economy, do construction, and even more. And with EU4 being all about the long game and growing your country over centuries, what if we didn't do that at all? What if we played a country for only 10 years and then played a different random country for another 10 years? How much can we really accomplish without the long game? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, for the third time, we're going to be swapping to a random country every 10 years. This is the third part in this sort of mini-series. We've already played 10 countries, 100 years have passed. Let's see what we can do with 5 more countries in 50 more years. We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. We've heard reports of a new sensation taking over the nation. They call it Parabellum. Is it a drug? Is it a fever? Is it some sort of underground fight ring? We go live to my colleague Leith to learn more.
Thanks, Hawk. I'm here on the ground and tensions are running high. It seems this Parabellum appears to be a sort of EU4 1v1 show beginning on the 27th of August. There are millions of people waiting for this show on the 27th of August, and with rumors of potential audience participation and the fact this might be the final ever EU4 Hegemon, things are about to burst. I spoke to one man who despaired that this is going to be the last EU4 show before self-immolating. The man, LeBron James, reportedly forgot EU5 is just around the corner. I'll be keeping an eye on things here, but remember, 27th of August is the day, so you and your loved ones are not going to want to miss it. Back to you in the studio, Hawk.
Thank you so much, Leith. In other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France. That's a reference and a half right there, boy. Alright, here we are back in our random country swap save game, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been asking for it, and I've been itching to play it, I do gotta admit. And, you know, after playing Ando-Württemberg, Chimu, Lithuania, and Kathmandu in the first episode, and Poland, Baden, the Great Horde, Chinook, and Riga last time, it's time to play 5 more different countries. And of course, we are going to check back in on everyone that we've played so far, not just in this video, but in the last ones as well, at the end of this video. You can go ahead and check out the previous episodes if you want. I'm sure they'll be, you know, somewhere around this video, but it's really not necessary because they really aren't that connected. And another thing, folks, is you guys have said that we shouldn't, you know, I shouldn't just go down this list once you roll a random country, because it does increase the odds of us getting certain nations. That's why we got, you know, Riga, Poland, Lithuania out of 10 nations. So every time we roll a nation that doesn't exist over here, I'll just roll again instead of going down the list. So I hear you loud and clear. But with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to randomly generate our first number and see the first nation we're gonna play. Alright, rolling for the third time here after we got 2 countries that don't exist, a Mosquito and another one in the Middle East, 431. And the 431 is, let's go ahead and see right here, Bunyoro. Okay, this is actually an interesting one because they do exist. Oh my god, dude. I'm actually gonna play in the Great Lakes region of Africa. Probably for the first time on this channel, man. I like to brag about how I've played everywhere in the world, but this is actually a region we almost never played in, maybe actually never. So there it is, Bunyoro, the first nation we're gonna play. Can I form Kitara in 10 years? I'm gonna try. Alright, here we are as Bunyoro. By the way, I'm on a new PC and I will show off the speed shortly. It's absolutely insane, but we've got alliance with Kazembe, Nkore allied with Luba, Karagwe with Kalundwe, Burundi with Luba, and Busoga with no one. I got claims on these guys, perfect. We are way behind in tech, obviously. We don't have a single we should dev the Renaissance. These guys took out infrastructure and offensive, which is actually quite decent. We got an army of 8k, and actually we got quite a lot of money. Let's go ahead and increase this right here. Let me fix the estates. fix up the army, lots of crownland, and we'll immediately go. Oh, I forgot to turn off debug mode. There it is. and we'll immediately go in on these guys and try and form the Empire of Kitara, where we get to colonize a bunch of provinces for free. This is going to be a major achievement if we can do it. All right, these guys haven't even prepared for war. Gave ruler mill command. He's absolutely insane. All right, I'm going in immediately. Let's declare right here on these guys and just look at the speed, boys. Look at the top right now. Nice, dude. Look at this, man. Look at how fast the game is ticking. This is gonna be very nice for, well, I hope it's gonna be very nice for whenever EU5 comes out. But in the meantime, there we go. A war is done just as I was yapping. Perfect. Let's go ahead and core that up, and we'll get into it with everyone else. We're playing these guys until January 1st of 1556. 55. All right, so since these guys are actually allied to Luba right here, this could get a little more tricky, but I think with my OP general and us being same tech, we should be able to take them down easily. Kazembe is my ally, right? Yeah, I'll call them in, why not? How lucky, the guy died. Come on, man. Okay, this guy's not bad either. Oh, we can choose a cult now as well. Let's go with the discipline one. Well, that's another super easy war done. There we go. There's Nkore out of the picture as well. Next is Karagwe, who is allied to Kalundwe, which makes it even easier. I got favors. Perfect. Let's go back home. Pour this up. You know the drill. We're definitely forming Kitara, bro. Also, yeah, these guys have been building. They didn't have a marketplace, which is actually pretty funny. But yeah, let's give them. Let's buff up their economy as well, man. Why not? Okay, another deck. Another day, another deck. That's what I always like to say. There we go. And yeah, just watch the speed again, man. These, you know, I've played these guys for like 5 minutes total. Wait. I didn't know this big Congo, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Kazembe. Wait, how the hell am I not sieging it with this many guys? What's the defense here? Defense is pretty high. Well, I got the manpower. You know, infrastructure and offensive actually isn't that bad, man. I always dog on these guys, you know, whenever we play someone that they pick horrible idea groups, but infrastructure and offensive is actually pretty decent. Okay, well, this one was only slightly more annoying. So there we go. There's our second to last Kitara war done. Let's get a claim on these final guys down here. Perfect. They are allied to Cuba. It's pretty much the same wars here, man. I know I cored before. Reducing war exhaustion. I don't care about being optimal here. Let's rival Burundi. Get these guys back home, and there we go, man. All we need is one more war to form Kitara, yo. It's that simple, man. Obviously, once we form Kitara, we move our capital, gain some prestige, new ideas which are powerful, and these guys have got generic interlacustrine ideas, which are +1 attrition for enemies, +25% looting speed, a merchant as a finisher, manpower is pretty good, prestige, chance of a new heir, tolerance of the true faith, infantry cost, infantry compatibility, and national tax. Just some generic Lake Victoria ideas. We're a tribal monarchy, which is a good one. Martial society is good, lip service is good, sustained discipline is good, centralized power is good, and they haven't actually reformed into anything. They've just formed an advanced tribe, which is interesting. Obviously, we're a fetishist, as everyone in this region is. Okay, we are back home. Let's go ahead and do our final war here. There it is. There's the declaration. Obviously, after this, we'll form Kitara and just chill for the remainder of the years and, you know, try and bump up the economy and spawn the Renaissance. Actually, these guys are missing now like 3 institutions. At least I'll help them out with the Renaissance, man. Or actually, we'll start bordering Kilwa. Nah, I should still dev. Well, I actually can't get access to get over to Cuba for this war, so in fact, I will start deving. What are these provinces here? And it would actually be way better to dev Buganda here after we form Kitara, man. But we're running out of time here. I don't think I have time for these guys to unconditionally surrender. So I got access through my boys. Okay, let's get access from these guys as well. We still can't reach them like that. I need to improve with Luba and Congo. I actually can't do it in time, man. I can't get access. Damn. Okay, I gotta dev for them then. I gotta do it, man. Let's activate encourage dev right here in their capital of Bunyoro. Let's bump it up a couple of times, expand infrastructure, and I gotta give them at least the Renaissance, man. I gotta put it down for them there. There we go. There's the Renaissance. It's present. Obviously, we're not going to make them go bankrupt, but yeah, we're going to run out of time here. And there it is, folks. January 1st, 1555. Some of you are saying 10 years is too short, and I agree slightly, but that's what makes it so fun for me, man. The will he not, you know, but hey, I think we left Bunyoro in a way better position than we found them in, man. These guys have been just sitting around like dumbasses for the past literally 100 years, not doing anything, where actually someone forming Kitara isn't that rare. It does happen pretty often, but I guess in this game not. But there we go. We leave Bunyoro in a perfect position to form Kitara, man. Obviously, they'll win with this war with Burundi, annex them. When they do, they can form Kitara. They'll start colonizing like 4 or 5 provinces around them, and we'll check back in on them later because I think they'll be in a great position. Unless Kilwa declares on them. In that case, hey, it's not my fault. As always, if something good happens, it's thanks to me. But if it's something bad, I wasn't even involved. And you should use that in life. But, yeah, that's where we leave Bunyoro. Economy obviously not too good, but we'll check in on them at the end of the video and see if we see a Kitara here. But now, it's time to roll another number. All right, folks, I've rolled another number. This was first try, by the way. Didn't get anyone that doesn't exist. 531, and that is Haishi, and it exists. What are we gonna do with these guys, bro? I'm not liking the way this Haishi is looking. Oh. Alright, so here we are as Haishi. We got 10 years as these guys. Diplo situation is... Okay, Oirat is our overlord, but how? Because if we're a vassal, we can't do anything. If we're a tributary, we're alright. What are we? What are we? Damn, Oirat's got a lot of tributaries. What the hell? What are we, dude? Ah, we're a tributary. Excellent. Okay, so we're a tributary. Korchin is... allied to Jeonju. They're also a tributary. And then Shun is Shun the Emperor of China? No, it's not. It's who is it? It's Wu. That's right. It's Wu. We can't do anything here. We can't do anything here. Unless Korea helps. Alright, obviously these guys, the estate setup for them won't be complicated, but I should still give out some things. I've made some claims and whatnot. What do they got? Greater autonomy. That's stupid. Why would they give that out? Let's do larger tribal hosts. Primacy of the Bannermen, and ensure tribes' loyalty and secured succession. There we go. Humanist, Horde, and Espionage. I know they've wasted 400 Diplo points, but I just can't let them do that, man. I just can't let them. Humanist and Horde is actually a really good combo for Hordes, but after this, man, we need... Let's do... Economic. There we go. I'll pick out Economic for them. Let's do that and that. Let's click this and this. Let's check out tech right here. Mil 10, we're actually a tech over Korchin. That's not bad. And what else did I want to see? Institutions. I guess this is working as intended. I'm gonna try and get the Renaissance for Haishi as well. They don't even have these guys. Come on, bro. Come on. Are you kidding me? Can we get another ally here, maybe? No. And their army is standing up here. Jesus Christ, man. I forgot that this little mini-series keeps pissing me off because the AI is so stupid, but it's fun to suffer, isn't it? Or it's not. It's fun for you guys to watch me suffer. Alright, all I had to do was get a Diplorep guy and Korea is willing to accept. So if we do this, obviously we do outnumber them, but if Korchin and Jeonju go for me, can Korea get here is the thing. They can't. There's forts in the way. I could go through Shun, though. No, I couldn't. I can run away in Oirat? I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is Korchin, though. The classic not rooting out corruption either. I love it. Okay, we got 2 good ones so far, man. I'm actually liking the picks that we got. Haishi is decently hard. If we can pull off something with them, it would be dope. Alright, I think I'm gonna go in here, man. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just do Tribal Feud for Jirem, even though we got a Reconquest. Tribal Feud is better because we're doing more provinces. Alright, so I've ran away. I did get my ass beat by a Jeonju, but I'm just gonna stay here until Korea pieces out Jeonju, which is gonna be very soon. They already got 1 fort. Well, that really didn't take that long at all. Shout out Korea. I also made Jeonju end the alliance with Oirat, man. They were allied, but now we can obviously take all of this, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, if we can't full annex them, are you kidding me? Okay, let's take this then. Okay, there we go. We've increased Haishi massively, dude. Now the thing is, we do got a truce with Jeonju. We probably don't have enough time to finish fighting them. Shun is very powerful. This is most likely our only war as Haishi. So let's just raise up these provinces, man, and yeah, work on getting them something. Maybe the Renaissance at least. Then we could obviously sell it to someone, or maybe we could even try buying it from someone. if someone near us has it. I guess we'll have to see, though. But yeah, it's looking like this is going to be the only war. Even though the Renaissance is super close to, like, spreading here, I am still doing deving just to increase loan size even more. We finished coring some things, so I can full state some things. What the hell can I full state? Just that? Okay, and there's a Age of Reformation thing. Let's do institution spread, yeah. Oh, yeah, also because I gave the tribes so many privileges, I've triggered dominance of the tribes. I don't think it'll fire, but even if it does, it's not that bad. So, you know, truce with Jeonju is gonna be up in, let's see, in 1562. You know, I think I'll declare on them. Well, how many favors do I have with these guys? They do have favors. You know, judging by how fast Korea was, man, I think they got good generals or good siege ability. It may be possible for us to wrap up a war with them before our timer ends. Or if not, we'll just leave them in a position like we left, well, whoever we played in Lake Victoria. But I think they'll end up winning the war by themselves too. It just, they won't take as much land as I will. Okay, well, I did dev up the Renaissance, even though, like I said, it's super close. I should have put up banners. Our truce with Jeonju is up. They don't have any allies, or Korshin will come in. We're gonna do a reconquest for Jilin right here, call in Korea once again. Let me just do this, set everything over here as a province of vital interest, just in case this war isn't wrapped up, and maybe, you know, Korea won't occupy that much. But there we go. There's the declaration for reconquest for Jilin, call in Korea. Where is Jilin? There it is. A big shout out to Korea. We just crushed them in battle, and they got the fort already. Look, it's April 1563, and in fact, they sieged it down the last month, so it really didn't take that long. From September to March, it's like, yeah, they got a level 3 fort in like 6 months, man. And this one is pretty close to falling as well. Look, man, they just nabbed the other fort too. They just nabbed the other fort. They're so good at sieging. I wonder what they have. They got espionage, which they could have that policy for siegeability and stuff like that. But aside from that, no. They are getting the forts really quickly. It's because they got cannons. I'm a dumbass. I don't have cannons. I don't have cannons, but there we go. There's let's just wait for them to turn red right here and we'll peace out. We only got about 8 more months anyway. And there we go. They are depressed. Let's go ahead and peace out. We'll take back our 2 cores and then I'll just take whatever else I can, man. Oh, we want that center of trade. It's kind of nice, but yeah, these are expensive provinces with this CB, man. These are expensive provinces with this CB. Let me take a look at dev right here. Yeah, that's a province we gotta take. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And there's a peace out versus Jeonju as well. We are gonna go ahead and raise up these provinces, obviously. There we go, there we go, there we go. There's a bunch of points. We can core that up. We can take that idea. We can take our army and go back home. And I feel confident that we're leaving Haishi, and I think you're inclined to agree, in a much better position than we found them in. And there it is, folks. January 1st, 1565. It's time to say goodbye to Haishi. They'll finish coring these provinces. Economy honestly isn't even really that bad. I mean, for a horde, it's pretty standard. Let's go ahead and fire all of their advisors, and there we go. They're making money. The only negative thing that could happen here is that they get this disaster, but I guess we'll have to see and check back in on them at the end. But yeah, I also developed the Renaissance for them in Haishi, man. There we go, it's spread. If they get enough money, they'll embrace it, obviously. Colonialism after that. Oirat's got it, so it'll spread pretty quickly. Printing press, well, they're gonna have to wait a little bit. But now, man, you know, let's roll again, and let's pray that we get someone big. We've gotten 2 big guys so far, man. Lithuania in the first video and Poland in the second one. Dude, if we get someone like the Ottomans, who actually aren't in a very good position this campaign, I'd rather get someone like Mamluks or Persia, if I'm being honest, but either way, by Haishi, let's roll. Okay, so I initially rolled Perak, who is located right here and doesn't exist, but then, ladies and gentlemen, I rolled 213, which is Tuscany. You're actually not seeing it because I'm only recording EU4. Here it is. I'll show it to you. There it is. I rolled 213, which is Tuscany. And if you're wondering why I'm showing you this, it's because Tuscany does exist. Tuscany does exist. Oh! And we find them in the middle of a war versus tiny little Perugia right here. Now, I don't know who formed them. Let's see who doesn't have cores anymore. Lucca has a core. Siena has a core. Florence doesn't have a core. Florence is the one that formed them. Okay, this is actually a really good nation. Let's jump in as Tuscany. All right, here we are as Tuscany. Yes. Yes, finally we encounter a nation that the AI knows how to manage. 34,000 troops, declaring a war on their own, decent alliance, lots of money in the bank, pretty much no corruption. Yeah, man, obviously you guys know Tuscan and Florentine ideas are really, really powerful. Tuscan ideas, extremely good, some of the best in the game for playing tall. Minus 10% dev discount, papal influence, plus 5% discipline as a finisher, which they already got. In fact, they've got their 4th idea group, and speaking of idea groups, infrastructure, defensive, espionage, and offensive is actually a good pick. If only they'd taken innovative over here or something like that. But yeah, man, tech and idea discount, merc maintenance, interest per annum, yearly prestige, trade efficiency, production efficiency, manpower, and they've already completed quite a lot of ideas. Let's see if we can complete something more for them. Active uniformity, let's do that as well. Are they Catholic? Yes, they are. What are relations with the Pope like? They're actually decent as far as I can tell right here. Let's ally the Pope. Perfect. Yeah, let's take a look at the estates. Well, let's set up the estates for them. 100% crown ownership in 1565. Tuscany kind of nutty, bruh. And look, they've put down every single building. I'm so proud. One of my favorite nations in the game. And it's actually good when I encounter them. Oh, and they're building up the Santa Maria del Fiore to tier 3. Don't mind if I help you. It's done. There you go. It's done. This is a good roll. Something else I didn't notice is Urbino is... Oh, actually, I was gonna say our vassal, but no. There's some alliances we definitely need to ditch here, like Urbino and La Stab, because we're in the same war, and Ferrara, because I do want to fight them. We will have time. That truce is only like 5 years, right? If we can get Venice too, maybe even pound the 2 Sicilies a little bit, we can try and do something. These are a republic. Who the hell formed them? Serene Doge? It can't be Naples, can it? Unless Republicans won in Naples, but... Yeah, what the hell happened here? Yeah, Naples doesn't have cores. It has to be them. As always, the army composition can use a little bit of work, but hey. Oh, dude. This wasn't even my war. Urbino declared it. And they didn't even take the province. At least we got time to redeclare. Okay, well, no wars for the foreseeable future. We gotta wait for the truces with Ferrara and Urbino to expire so we can hit them, but we'll definitely be able to nab like 4 provinces here, which is actually quite a lot for Italy, especially because these are so high dev. But in the meantime, let's do other Florentine stuff like developing. And yeah, I gotta fix up their army, man. Also, I allied Spain. They definitely needed a big ally, so 27 right now. Okay, let's build up to 27. Let's get rid of these horses. You don't need 6 horses. And right now, 1565, tech 13. About 10 cannons is enough here, man. So there we go. I can actually, I thought we could take an idea group, but no. Okay, Milan is calling me into this. Sure, let's do it. Milan actually gave me a province here, so that's cool. How much money are these guys making, man? They're not making that much money, y'all, but how do we keep having that much money? Also, in traditional Tuscan fashion, running level 2 advisors. Also, check out the dev on these provinces, man. Florence, 39, Arezzo, 35, Siena, 41, Pisa, 38, and Ravenna, 32. Yeah, the ones we're gonna conquer are actually the poorest ones, man. We got, almost 200 dev here. Well, let's fill out every possible building. Alright, truce with Ferrara is up. I made Milan break that alliance using favors. I am still royal married to them, but it's like... whatever. So 2 Sicilies will be involved as well. Maybe we can nab something else. Aggressive expansion really shouldn't be a problem. Do we co-belligerent them? We can't. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna take Spoleto and Terracina from the 2 Sicilies here. And there's a piece out on Ferrara. Full annex, obviously. Aggressive expansion, still not a problem. Milan called me in versus Savoy, by the way, but it's really not a thing we need to think about. And then it's Urbino, who's allied to Genoa. No CB? Really? I thought I had a CB on them. Let's do some papal stuff right here. Very nice. Okay, a CB has been acquired. Aggressive expansion isn't that bad, so I think in this war, man, we can actually probably nab like Corsica from Genoa as well, because aggressive expansion isn't that bad, and realistically, it's the only other war we can do. We got a truce with Venice because Milan fought them. Genoa itself, it has 2 powerful allies for us to declare on them directly, and we can actually pay attention to some other nations we've previously played over here. They seem to all be doing all right, but yeah. This is most likely going to be our final war. We're going to take Urbino and Corsica, for example. Let's do that. If I can siege Corsica, actually. And there we go. Let's call in everyone because Genoa's involved. Oh my god, the Ottomans, they pushed into Italy. They just fought the two Sicilies. They were fighting them while I was fighting them as well, but yeah, it's weird how much they're going up this way. They always cuck themselves with the alliance with AQ, and AQ's actually grown quite a lot. Hey, I played the Great Horde too. They're still alive. Nice. But yeah, them not wiping out the Mamluks this late, man. 1572 is just so strange, but yeah, let's continue. Urbino is sieged down, and I'm gonna land on Corsica now. No, I'm not. Not with 5k troops versus freaking 15k. Stop it. Well, you know, we don't always have to take something from Genoa, and there's a war with Urbino done. So we actually did some decent expansion here, man. We got freaking 7 provinces as Florence, which is insane. I know it's super expensive to core, but that's because it's already in a state, and it is pretty dev'd. There's another mission, Public Works, which is a nice one. We need level 3 advisors for tech and this discount. We can then do this one. So I think I'm gonna hire those guys temporarily, if I'm being honest, or maybe just, well, I was gonna say upgrade them, but we don't have the money. Oh, I never did the estate stuff with these guys, man. Let's get rid of oversight and church sanctuaries here. Grant them clerical advisory, religious diplomats, and clerical education, still pretty important. Let's get rid of right of council, grant them increased and aristocratic. And over here, we got some trade stuff, but we can still grant them patronage, commercial, and get indebted, which is going to give us the ability to get level 3 advisors. So then we can commission the Mona Lisa for cheaper tech and ideas and influence the church for some prestige. And then actually, these guys really aren't even that expensive, so I am going to keep them around. Full state Lazio, Umbria, and continue to put down every single building in every single province. Maybe we accept some cultures for them too? Yeah, why not? Oops, ticked it over a little bit because my game is so fast. Apologies for that, boys. I guess Tuscany is going to be the nation we've played second most after our first one we ever did. But yeah, apologies. It's January 5th instead of 1st. But that's where our time with Tuscany comes at an end, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they were probably in the best position out of all the 13 nations, including them that we've played so far. Super rich, man. Great idea groups. Filled out this, took a bunch of missions. The estates weren't in a bad position as well, making a ton of money. Level 3 advisors I leave them with. They were upgrading. Look, they even got these things active, man. They even got this active, which I never noticed, but they upgraded the Santa Maria del Fiore to tier 3. They were upgrading it. I helped them. Buildings were filled out in every single province, and all I had to help them along with is just a little bit of conquest, and we took them from 4 provinces to well, what is this now, like 13 or whatever, or 11, I don't know, I can't count. But yeah, we more than doubled their size, although it definitely wasn't needed because they were in a great position. If only this alliance with Milan didn't exist, which maybe I should have broken that as well, but hey, there were easier pickings all around. So Tuscany / Florence, man, one of my top 3 favorite nations in the game, along with Austria and the Mamluks, as you guys know. I'm super happy that we managed to play them in such a fashion, but that's it for Tuscany for now. We'll check back in on them at the end of the game, but now it's time to roll our 4th nation of the day. All right, 57 first try. I'm actually recording this because this is a pretty low number, and it could be a pretty important nation. In case it's nothing, we'll roll again, and it's Ulster. Well, they don't exist, do they? I can see England. Okay, time to roll again. I'll let you know if it's good. Okay, the second one I got is 405, and it's Warsangali and the Horn of Africa. I was praying that they don't exist because I peeked at that region earlier, man, and it was a mess, but it does exist. Warsangali does exist as a 2 disconnected province minor, allied to 1 province minor Aden, and still the same as 1444 Mahra. Surrounded by Morehan with powerful allies and a powerful Adal with powerful allies. This might even be worse than Chinook. Wait, do they still exist? They do exist. These are the guys I played. They do still exist. Also, I wonder how could we roll one of these guys? I think these guys have different tags. They're like C number something. C for colonial nation, and then like 01 is the first one that forms, for example, like Brazil or the Indies or something like that. But yeah, I guess we can't play these guys, can we? Either way, let me suffer. All right, here we are as Warsangali, man. At least they got money in the bank. Yeah. This isn't possible, is it, man? Maybe allying a doll? No, they hate me. There's nothing we... Oh, Kitara! Kitara! We've noticed Kitara, although they've popped out in Kori for some reason, but my boys did form Kitara, and Kilwa fought them. Kilwa fought them. They made them release these guys. I will check back in on that later, but pain. You know what, man? I think I'm just gonna go hands off on this one. I think I'm just gonna go into their estates, fix them up. 5 corruption. I absolutely love it. Try and get them out of corruption, and I'll just speed through this one, man. War Songali, I think, is gonna have to be a sacrificial one because there's nothing that can be done here, man. Oh, maybe that's not true. All right, let's take a look at War Songali. So they're a theocracy, really? Okay, that's interesting. Monastic order, external mission, education, strengthen the Demi, military engineering. They actually got decent things over here. Some semi-unique horn missions, Somali ideas, which are good. Infantry discount, trade steering, land force limit, light ship cost, fort maintenance, manpower, infantry combat, trade efficiency, light ship combat, advisor discount. This is probably one of the worst ideas in the game. Advisor discount, admin defensive, diplo offensive. Actually, good picks. Not mad at that at all. Let's see the tech. Colonialism and the Renaissance, the feudalism they got. Printing press is spreading through a doll who gets it from their monument. Global trade obviously is still not around. Yeah. Are we making money? We're not, but, you know, with their coffers, we can't afford to hire advisors. Let's try and get radical reforms if they haven't gotten it. Try and go for a trade efficiency guy right here, tier 1. Discipline, sure. Army size is 10. Let's get rid of the cav. Let's build up, I don't know, 8-2, something like that. We got some boats, but they're just transports. Alright, if we get favors with the Mamluks, which I did ally, there actually is a chance to fight Adal and Marahan here. Yeah, I think we'll do it. I think it'll potentially be only one war, or maybe we can, like, hit Marahan and, like, co-belligerent Adal or something. Actually, no, Kilwa comes in like that, because the Mamluks would help versus Marahan as well. So we could do a little reconquest, nab some provinces from Adal too, since we don't care about a full annex Marahan. Yeah, it's a tough one, boys, but, you know, I said I'm giving up. I'm not. So yeah, now all I gotta do is this and wait, do this and wait for Mamluk favors. Game is still running super fast, even though it's the 1570s right here. Yeah, new PC, boys. Costs a lot of money. I had to get it, though, for EU5, man. Otherwise, I would have kept the same one for, probably about, 2 more years, man, but, yeah. Well, we got the printing press spread, and we can embrace it. Thank frick another nation that we don't got a Devon institution for. We're just not getting favors fast enough, man. I'm selling knowledge to the Mamluks right now, too, so we're making money. We're just not getting favors fast enough, man. The declaration is possible, it's just I won't get to finish the war. Favors are too slow, and I don't know if I should declare. Yeah, I don't know if I should declare. Adal, actually, no, I should declare, because Mamluks got 91,000 troops. I think they can do this war even without me. Let's do it. Okay, there's 10 favors with the Mamluks. We got about 2.5 years right here, going in for reconquest for last Korehe right here, calling in everyone. If we can peace out Adal, we're good. Aw, frick, we're not good, dude. I didn't have anywhere to run away to. Adal went straight for me. I got wiped and occupied, man. And it's only been like 3 months. This is, if the Mamluks are quick, it's obviously very doable and very savable, but this might have been my first fumble, man. Yeah, our 14th nation. This might have been my first. Yeah, we should have just chilled as them, man. Sorry for wanting to provide entertainment to everyone watching, game. Okay. 1 nation is out. Even a humiliation. Okay. Mamluks are here. They just need to get through Zella. Okay, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, I guess. I just pieced out Yemen, and I took, this government reform for them. Mamluks just got fricked up here, and, well, actually, they're coming in. I mean, what's the point? Let's just see. Come on, event. They got beat up. Oh, no, what the hell? Cairo got sieged down? Who the hell is this? Marahan. Yeah, these might be the first guys I make disappear. Damn. Well, there it is, folks. January 1st, 1585. And yeah, I'm gonna admit that this is my first fumble, man. I'm gonna admit. Is this a winnable war? Sure, but if the Mamluks hop out, War Songali is done. I guess we'll know at the end, man. We'll take a look at province history. If these got annexed by, like, Adal or Marahan in, like, 1585, 86, we'll know that it's my fault. And they were just existing peacefully. Oh, it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, really can't brag about anything on this one, boys. Can't brag about anything on this one. Okay, let's roll the final one of the day, man. We've had really good ones today, though. A good idea, everyone that told me in the comments to just re-roll it instead of going down the list if I get one that doesn't exist. All right, final one of the day. Let's see. I'm gonna show you every time I roll here, by the way. 266 is Hadramut. I just pieced them out. Well, they're hella dull, so I guess it's a bit better. What? I guess we'll know what happens to these guys. I mean, we'll be right here. Damn, now I feel bad for doing the trade and war ups and humiliation stuff. What can they do, though? They can't do anything either, huh? They can maybe fight Aden or Yemen. It's funny because they're not even close. It's 266 versus 405. Yeah, it's not like they're right next to each other on the list or anything like that. All right, so let's analyze Hadramut here. A bunch of diplomats. Okay, trade seems decent. What is Hadramut? They're an Ikta. Strength and noble privileges, always like that. Representatives of the crown isn't needed because they don't have vassals. Strength in the ulama is good. Ghazi warriors is good. Aristocratic nobles, free trade. This one isn't good. Why would they not wanna... Yeah, why would they want more aggressive expansion? Let's swap the 6 books over here. Let's see, the estate's actually not in as bad of a position as someone else, but yeah, let's give out the stuff that is actually good. Why do the AI... Let me ask this again. I asked it in the last video as well. Why does the AI always give out the exact opposite privileges of what the player gives out? Right? Wait, New World Charters are... Hold up. New World Charters. Now, I know Hadramut has been known to colonize sometimes, and look, we do have a colonist, dude. But they haven't sent him anywhere. We don't actually have anything colonized. Can we send him somewhere? Colonial range. We can't send him anywhere. Let's take a look at their ideas then. They have... Wait, no, where is that colonist from then? Oh my god, it's from their missions? Yeah, but from what, dude? It's not from there. It's not from there either. Those are their only 2 completed missions. Oh, a colonist is a finisher for the Hadrami ideas. Right, I guess we played these guys, but plus 10% trade power. Plus 1 yearly naval tradition. A colonist has a finisher, attrition, manpower, unrest, trade efficiency, sailors and navy, tech discount, improved relations, infrastructure, offensive, diplo, defensive. Yeah, pretty good picks right here. Too bad they can't colonize. Okay. Maybe we get into it with someone. Okay, so we got a truce with Aden until 98. That's not good because we can't fight them. We got a truce with Makra until 98. That's of my own making. So the only guys they can fight is the Mamluks. Or Marahan, alternatively. Who's my ally? Frick me. I don't know this. I don't know. I can ally the Ottomans. Okay, so with these guys, man, I really don't want to do anything I'm gonna regret, like I did with Warsangali, which I can watch unfold right in front of my eyes. I think this is a sign from the game. I think this is the game telling me, look what you've done, you fool. You're actually not better than Flory, but I don't know, man. Yeah, and based on these missions, man, it's like the game wants you to colonize these guys, kinda, right? They want you to go in places. Yeah, there's nothing close in Africa. That's the closest province in Africa, literally. We can do these islands if we can get... Oh, we can actually get to them! Hadramuti colony established! Yes, we finally rolled a colonizer, folks. I was hoping on, like, Portugal or Spain or France or England so we can do stuff in the New World, man, but hey, Hadramuti colonizer? We're gonna colonize the Comoros? Sign me up, baby. You know, as colonizers, these guys would want to have boats as well. So let's build up 3 lights for them. And then I'm gonna build up nothing else. But wait, they can't actually explore, right? No. Then why the hell do I need the lights? Let's build up transports. Yeah, there we go. You know, the comeback might still be on, folks. Mamluks are still in it, man. But they've just been decked on by the Ottomans. Oh, wait. Nope. Another truce. Well, since we are colonizing, these guys have picked native coexistence. That's good. They won't get rebellions. Let's give New World Charters, too. Oh, wait. New World Charters gives you, an explorer, man. Yeah. He's still alive. My god. The resilience! I haven't failed. I haven't failed. I am better than Flory after all, man. Yeah. Better than Lambda too, obviously. Well, completed defensive, so we can do some policies now. They already got them, so let's not do that. I did build up 3 lights, though. There's that, you know, policy... Sorry, not policy, decision. Explorer. And listen, this, you know, as not fun as it may be for watching, we are actually achieving quite a lot here. The first random colonizer that we've rolled. It's already up to 659. I did get 2 events where we gain 100 population. And boys, we can even explore, yo. I mean, if I can't show you anything else, I might as well do the exploring with you guys. So there we go. I was just helping a doll in something. Where are these boats? Okay, we're exploring there. I thought you could follow along with them. You can't. Okay, let's explore the Western Indian Ocean. There we go. Yeah, there they are. That's where they're going. Very cool. I don't know where they are. They're back home. We're the new Ibn Battuta for real. Oh, well, just like that, Shun has disappeared. Wu, actually, the guy that is emperor, is becoming powerful. And a quick peek at Haishi too, I guess. Oh, meanwhile, the religious league war is happening, I think. Yes, Brandenburg declared the war of the Protestant League on still the Emperor Württemberg, who I played all the way in the first video in this mini-series, ladies and gentlemen. They became the Emperor themselves. I just set them up for it. Not too big of a war of the Protestant League. To me, it looks pretty balanced. Even though the Protestant side has like 2 more members. But yeah, it is pretty balanced. I honestly can't say who I think will win. I guess we'll check back in on the end. Well, actually, in just 2 years. And there we go, folks. January 1st, 1595, and our time with Hadramut comes at an end as well. We didn't do the stuff we've done so far, like work on the economy, you know, develop institutions and stuff like that, and go to war like we've done with everyone else. However, with only Hadramut, we've done exploring. There we go. The colony is at 979. It'll literally be finished in just a couple of months right here. These guys are exploring. Alliance situation is very good, so I'm pretty confident in Hadramut staying alive maybe all the way until the end of the game. But yeah, man, not a lot to show off with these guys. It just is what it is. We did a little bit of colonizing, possibly the least entertaining one today, but definitely the most unique. But now it's time to hop back into observer mode, take a quick peek at the nations that we've played in the past 2 videos, and take an in-depth look at what the guys that we played today have done. Alright, so going all the way from episode 1, ladies and gentlemen, taking a look at Ando. Obviously, we know they don't exist. Ashikaga formed Japan. Then going over to Württemberg, the guys that we made become emperor are still the emperor of the HRE. The War of the Protestant League is happening right now, and if the Protestants win, obviously Württemberg will stop being the emperor because, well, they are Catholic, but they're still doing very good. Then we have Chimu over in Peru, which has stopped existing. They've either perished to Inca, which was formed by Cusco, or to New Granada right here. Then going over to Lithuania, which we helped break free from Poland. They're still doing all right, even though they're getting surrounded by some guys. They've grown themselves as well. Then moving over to Kathmandu, which is still alive. Hell yeah, allied to Vijayanagara, that's what I like to see. We made them grow a little bit as well. Then moving on to the nations from episode 2, we got Poland, who even though we made Lithuania break free from them and conquer some provinces, I reconquered those provinces from Poland. They've expanded into Hungary, and they've gotten Bohemia as a junior partner. They got this for free, I think, last time, so Poland is doing really well as well. After Poland, we got Baden, which was a neighbor of Württemberg, who still does exist, although they have become... I made them vassalize the Palatinate, and now they've become a junior partner of Austria, which I made them ally last time, and their independence is being supported by Tuscany and Lithuania. After that, we have the Great Horde, who really wasn't in a great position at all. I made them expand a little bit down here because that was the only place to go. They're still alive, so that's decent. And after that, we have Chinook, the most boring nation from last video, who's still alive right here. Shout out Chinook. And then, of course, we had Riga, who was in a really bad position, but they've managed to expand in Russia. You're kidding me, dude. Hell yeah, man. I devved up Riga to the sky, got all of these modifiers over there, made them extremely, extremely rich. Alliances are still very good, and they have expanded a little bit, so super proud of Riga right there. Good job, Riga. And then moving on to the guys from today's video, Bunyoro, who did succeed in forming Kitara. However, they have been attacked by Kilwa, which I guess Kilwa made them release Ankori and Busoga and took a couple of provinces. They do have some pretty good alliances now, so they could strike back on Kilwa potentially, but I just don't see the AI doing that. So, hey, at least we helped them form Kitara. Moving on to Haishi. Haishi is in a very good position, still a tributary of a very weak Oirat right now, actually, and still allied to Korea, in a way better position than we found them in. Then we got Tuscany. Not a lot to say about Tuscany. They're still super successful, not involved in the League War, and yeah, they're looking very good, man. They're looking very good. Shout out Tuscany. After Tuscany, we just did Warsangali, who, thank frick, have survived, and we just did Hadramut, and we don't really have nothing to say about them because we played them right up until this day. But yeah, that has been for episode 3 of this little mini-series that we've done, ladies and gentlemen, playing a random country every 10 years. I think this might be the final one. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to continue this, but I think doing 4 or even 5 episodes of it might be a little, you know, overdoing it. Or alternatively, let me know if you want me to do it again for maybe like 15 years, but let's start back in 1444 so we have more cool opportunities. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. And that's it for me for now. I'll see you next time.